Alright, while we're waiting on those Acura third tier racing dollar upgrades to be done, since that is a long 24-hour R&D to get them on board, I've made as far as I can with 14 upgrades. So while we're waiting, let's make some progress in the other limited time series here. That is, of course, for Honda S2000 GT. And this one, of course, all gold upgrades, right? As I was saying before. So at least all the upgrades will be done immediately. And to get to tier 4, which is what 25% completion is going to be at, we will be spending definitely more than 5 gold. So unfortunately, this is going to be another one of those events where you have to spend the gold to, I mean, if you're running it, you're in it to win it. So, speaking of winning, let's see if we can make it happen here, starting with tier 1. Yes, we got a loaner, base PR starting at 5.1, and let's do a few races running in stock, see how it handles. For this speed record, the target is 174 and change, so we'll have to make it happen after the long straight that follows this first hairpin. There we go. Boy, that's a slow takeoff after racing that IMSA prototype for a while. Quite a shock, you know. Takes some getting used to here. Alright, and looks like I can brake pretty late. That's a grippy little thing, isn't it? I mean, grippy, I'm thinking because the speed is much lower. At least it's, you know, all relative, right? If your car's not as fast, you don't need as high of a grip. But if you got a pretty fast car, then you do need the grip to kind of keep it under control, the balance, right? So this one seems like, at least maneuvering my way through this very narrow and curvy Hong Kong circuit, seems like it's gonna be grippier, one of those cars. So alright, got that first gold trophy down, and it took out maybe 1.5 service bar for the for a lap here. So 1 kilometer and change. Alright, so let's keep on moving. We got elimination at Nürburgring sprint circuit. It's an elimination, so we'll try to minimize the distance that I end up having to cover by being a roadblock, being a total pest on the track here. We'll see how well it goes, because I feel like the car is pretty compact, right, S2000. So playing a roadblock can be a little bit of a challenge with these shorter body style cars. Alright, take the inside, and I think I don't have to brake as early for this guy. Nope. Alright, stay on target though. Stay on track. Alright, so we'll try to play a blockade on this, I would say the first choke point, if you will. Somewhat narrower section of the track. We'll see if I can cover. Alright. That was my concern. The car's body is not quite long enough to cover the length that I need to cover. But at least I slowed down the grid. So at least the overall distance that we're covering is going to be less than it would have been otherwise. And then of course the bus stop chicane here. Should be able to slow these guys down with relative ease here. This is definitely a sure shot. We should be able to slow them down so they don't approach with terribly wide angle. And looks like we only have 3 cars left in the grid, so alright, so at least we can keep it under a single lap distance here. So sprint circle, a single lap should not take too many service bars off the car. So alright, I would say that is mission accomplished. Since you know, got the gold trophy, most important, right? But also let's find out how many service bars that race took out. Alright, some 900 fame points. Anything to write home about, but that's what we're getting. Alright. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 more bars for that. So about 3 kilometers that we ran there. So maybe it's about 4.5 kilometers, the sprint circuit at Nürburgring. And we got a Cup at Suzuka East, 2 laps. No PR requirement, as you would expect in Tier 1. Alright. So, well, let's see. This track, Suzuka East, should be really good for showcasing the grip on this little Honda here. So let's see if we can really make this car shine here. Go on the inside for the first corner here. Whoops. Little strong of a bounce that we got. Alright. On the tarmac. Not bad. Oh yeah. Yep, Suzuka East, or really, even Grand Prix I would say. Very nice track to kind of showcase the nice grip this guy has. Oh, look at that. That is a beauty. Beautiful line. A little bit of skidding, but nothing too impeding there. Because it's so slow, you can really work on your line, how close you can ride those corners. wait for our opponents to catch up. Whoa! Hopefully. Can I? Yes. Thank you very much. We wouldn't want to lose the first cup race. There we go. So, yeah, even though it is a pretty slow car, I am liking the way it handles. And the car is in desperate need of customization, isn't it? So it's like blank white canvas that we're given here. So we'll have to do something about that. You know what I mean? But for now, the trophy number 3 out of 45, so 42 more to go, does it for Tier 1. So we'll continue on in Tier 2 in the next video, so we'll see you there.